Alright guys, I hadn't done a lesson in a while, so I was trying to arrange some stuff on the guitar, and I figured it might be a good time to do one. I'm talking through this lapel mic, so whatever you hear coming out of the guitar, might be kind of muffled, I don't know, but right now I don't feel like setting everything up recording wise. Kind of excited about a new project I'm working on with Pretourious. He is one of my, I'm subscribed to him, and he's one of my friends on YouTube, and he does a lot of collaboration videos, and right now we're working on Bill Cheathum, and I'm hoping to get that done pretty soon. I'm still working on the kinks on my half. He's already got his video down, but I'm still working on mine, and hopefully I'm just about there. There's some fast stuff that I'm working on, and that's what I wanted to go over, is some of the cool licks that I've come up with in Bill Cheathum. So this will probably be kind of like a Bluegrass Licks video. I don't know exactly what I've titled it, but I'll try to show you some of the parts that I'm going to do here. The first lick is a lick I got off David Greer's DVD of bluegrass guitar and lead solos and stuff like that. It's from Homespun. I don't remember the exact name of it, but he did this lick on Bill Cheathum, and I'll try to fit it in. It's in the chorus part. Try that again. And that's on the very last turnaround when it goes down to D. What that is it's a slide. We're in A, by the way, and I'm just going to pretend that this is the first fret, second fret, third fret, etc. And what that is while you're in D, it's just a slide over. You hit your open D note, and you go from the 4th fret to the 5th fret pinky on the D string. And then you hit that open G note. And down here is your D shape, but you're going to be using these two fingers instead of this, because this one's down here. So you got 4th fret, 5th fret, D string, open G, 2nd fret, open B, 3rd fret. And that makes the whole D chord. It's kind of like a suspended D. And then you'll that's where we stopped at. And then you're going to let off that B note, and then pull off the G note. Actually, let me back up here. You can do that, and then go back to the B. That's 2nd fret G, 4th fret D, open G. By the way, I pull that off too. But just a few minutes ago I found it's a little easier to do it like this instead of pulling off that G. Just hold this pinky note down here. Instead of pulling off that G, just hit that instead. And it's kind of like a cross pick thing. You're crossing that G string to get back to that B. Then you pull off that G. So let's try that again. Once again, very slowly. Now watch my right hand so you can get the picking down. That'll take me forever to explain that, so kind of watch it. First starts with an upstroke, and then from there. Once again. Make sure the last note's a downstroke for the attack. Okay, that's the first lick. The second lick is I do this little thing. At least I'm gonna try to. I haven't done the video yet, but on the second part, the second B part, I'm gonna try to do something like this. Now that's a pretty big stretch. I don't know how I come across that. It was accidental, I'll assure you that. But here's how it goes. You've got your first finger on the G string 4th fret here. And I guess really what it come down to was I was trying to find other positions to play a G scale in besides the D down here. And the F shape here. And in between that, there's this thing. And the pentatonic shape is I'm not that good at pentatonic stuff because I do so much major scale stuff. But anyway, that's where I get this long stretch here. You've got your 4th fret, the first finger on the G string, and I hammer that on. Hammer that on to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th fret. And then while you're doing that, remember this D shape down here we just did? Well, it's the same thing up here. And what I do is I go back down, I go ascending, and then go back down to this while it's still ringing. That's important. It's got to keep ringing to sustain all that cascade of notes. And your finger down here is on the G note by now. So watch where I shift my first finger here, so you'll know where I take it off. So by the time I'm on the second note, I've already shifted down here. Actually, the third note. 1, 2, 3. I'm not picking that note, I'm just shifting there. Then I pick that note. And that's a sweep down. So this is, once again, by the way, this finger's on the 5th fret, B string. And then watch the picking. That downstroke here on that last note is because you can, that way you can skip over that B string and hit this upstroke on the G note here on the E string. And then you go straight back down with a sweep. Now that's a real quick shift back down from here to here. See, the important thing to remember about mostly any guitar playing, but especially bluegrass and fingerstyle, is if you watch Steve Kaufman and some of the other guys, they try to hold the notes as long as possible and let them sustain. Notice how everything stays and keeps ringing while I'm doing this, and I'm switching at the last possible moment to get that sustain in those notes. See, this one stays down the whole time, this middle finger. So it's like two hammer offs here. And then back down the same fret here, but you're string down the D string. You're lifting off of that and just pulling off. If you dig in there and just bend it while you're pulling, it really makes it ring a lot better. So if I was to do it just a straight melody of the song, it's and the other lick is the same thing, except it's an octave lower up here, in case that's a little too hard for you stretching. Okay, you're starting on the second fret, the A string, and then up on the D string. By the way, before I get there, watch my right hand picking. I forgot to explain that on this lick. And then fast. Okay, back up to this. So get that down first. You got second fret all the way up here. A string, you're picking, and then so it's a down up, and then another up stroke on the G. In fact, that's a good exercise to practice. So, A string, second fret, D string, open, hammer on, open, second fret, G string, open, then the D string again, pull off, and then you're back down to this note. Or you could go either way, first or second fret. Or just, you don't have to add that extra. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that lesson. I don't know how to explain them any better than what I did. Just go back and watch the for my picking thing, since I forgot to demonstrate that as well. I don't know how long this video's lasted. Hopefully it'll work, because I've had problems with my video syncing up with my audio. So hopefully it'll work. Hopefully you heard real well. Seems like it did. So I'm out for now, and I hope you guys have a good evening or night wherever you are in your part of the world, and be watching for Pretourious and I doing Bill Cheathum pretty soon on his page. Just look around on my page for his information, and I'm sure you can find him. It's P-R-E-T, oh man, O-R-I-O-U-S, something like that. I don't know for sure. But anyway, you can find them on my site. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll try to get to some more requested videos as soon as I can. And we'll see you next time.